little girl. How dare you embarrass me like that? Stepping on that fucking tail. Everyone will be talking about you now. Talking about how useless and clumsy you are. And you know what happens to useless, clumsy little girls? No, whispers the child. You will, says the woman, slapping the child across her face. The car starts, and the windscreen wipers move again. Back and forth, keeping pace with her rage, back and forth, drawn-on whiskers and tears, back and forth. And that storm, it patiently watches. 1. She looks about the same age as me, early 30s, and she's piling the plates precariously. I wonder whether she's in a rush or just enjoys the excitement of seeing how many she can stack before they fall. There are 9 plates piled on the tray with a selection of cutlery on top. She turns towards the kitchen and hesitates. She's spotted another plate. Surely not. She reaches for the 10th plate and balances it on the cutlery. I take a sip of red wine and look away from the waitress. The serious-looking men in serious black suits are standing seriously too close and staring at me. Are they waiting for me to talk?
Claire, one of them says, like I was saying, I'm so sorry about your dad. He was a good man, one of the best.
One of the best? What a curious accolade. Out of how many? The whole world? This room?
He was such a lovely man,
someone else is saying now, another solo voice emerging from a chorus of gentle agreement. They look like a depressed choir, all these men who used to work with my dad. The choir that charisma forgot.
Always so calm,
continues the soloist.
In fact, do you know something, Claire? I can't ever remember a time when I saw your dad rattled. Not once. In all the years I knew him, he never got rattled. No matter what was going on, he was always so calm.
You're so right, someone else is saying now.
He never got rattled, did he? He was extraordinary, now I think about it. I never saw him rattled. Not ever.
I stand here, watching their mouths move, and wonder about all the funerals in the history of the world. All the funerals that have happened since the beginning of time. How many billions of funerals must there have been? Hundreds of billions? Thousands of billions? Trillions? How many billions in a trillion? And has there ever been a funeral, I wonder, since records began, that has seen such a peculiar overuse of the word rattled?
I remember one time, must be 30 years ago now, says another voice. Me and your dad, we were working together on this huge project, and let me tell you, the deadlines were unbelievable. Everyone, well, almost everyone, was panicking. The boss was panicking, the client was panicking, and I don't mind telling you, I was the most nervous of wrecks. But your dad, Claire, he wasn't one bit rattled. Nothing ever seemed to rattle him.
Maybe if the funeral was for a rattled young mother who died saving her infant from a rattling rattlesnake armed only with the child's rattle, maybe then I could understand the word rattled featuring so heavily in post-burial banter. Maybe.
He was an extraordinary man, says a different voice. Always so quiet, peaceful.
The total opposite of the crash of crockery that now hits the floor. Everyone turns towards the waitress, who is almost at the kitchen door, but not quite. That 10th plate, poised somewhere between precarious and reckless, lies smashed on the ground, together with the other 9. The waitress is on her knees, picking up broken pieces of crockery, when another appears with a dustpan and brush. They begin to giggle, shoulders shaking. Then, remembering the occasion, they become quiet and respectful again. But it's all an act. I know it is. As soon as they disappear into the kitchen, their laughter will erupt.
And how are you coping, Claire? One of the men is asking me now. It must be difficult for you, with no other...